And now I'd like to begin the 2011 award ceremony of the American Music Therapy Association. At this time, we wish to welcome our honored awardees and special guests. As AMTA members and as music therapists, we have the privilege of being the recipients of and the instruments of the generosity of outstanding advocates of music therapy. We also are lucky to work alongside and to recognize today some of the best and the brightest in our profession. Awards and recognition of advocacy, scholarship, achievement, and quality service are extremely important to our profession and our culture. This ceremony allows us to celebrate countless hours of work and contributions to advancing the profession of music therapy. At last night's opening session and festivities, we honored two newest recipients of the Lifetime Achievement Award, the very deserving Lori Farnan and Suzanne Hanser, and this year's Fultz Research Fund winner, Beth Clark. Once again, our heartiest congratulations and gratitude. Give them another round of applause. I'm pleased to present this year's awards, and AMTA is proud to administer multiple awards, scholarships, and grant funds. We're extremely appreciative of all the donors who make these funds possible, and thank you very much also to our awards committee chair, Ellen Rayfield, our scholarship chair, Elaine Abbott, their hardworking committee members, and to Rebecca Smith from AMTA National Office for assistance in administering the awards and scholarship. So now we'll proceed with the awards. As president, I have this distinct honor and privilege of being able to bestow special awards on deserving people. This year, I was pleased to create for the first time two special advocates awards, the Literary Advocate and the Cinema Advocate. These awards honor individuals who are not music therapists but who have contributed significantly to the profession of music therapy. Jodi Picoult is one of the most successful authors of our time. With 18 novels under her belt and numerous awards, it is not surprising that her book, Sing You Home, debuted as #1 on the USA Today book list and the New York Times print and e-book list. When Jodi decided to cast a music therapist as the star of her book, she didn't just do her research online. She connected with our colleagues at Berklee College of Music. She did her homework by attending lectures, watching sessions, and asking lots of questions. The result is an excellent portrayal of the work of a music therapist in private practice. We honor Jodi today as our first literary advocate. Unfortunately for us, she could not be with us, but I notified her recently of the award, and she sent me the following acceptance, which I like to read to you. It is a true honor to be given this award by the AMTA. As someone who studied the wonderful work you all do on a regular basis, I am humbled to know that you felt my novel got the details right and that it might inspire others to join your field. I can only hope to help as many people through my fiction as you help through your work. Thank you for opening up to me so that I could learn from your expertise, your compassion, and your dedication to your craft. Jodi Picoult. At this time, I'd like to call Suzanne Hanser to accept the Literary Advocate Award on Jodi's behalf. Suzanne, are you here? Oh, thank you. Next, I believe we have a clip from Jim Kohlberg, who was unable to be with us today. Is that correct? Okay. I could keep talking. So this is the Cinema Advocate. Okay, I'll stop. So you just heard from Jim Kohlberg, the director of The Music Never Stopped, about what motivated him to explore the subject of music and brain function. Directing this film based on Oliver Sacks' case study and featuring the work of our very own member, Dr. Connie Tomeno, is a, is a great contribution to promoting music therapy for the general public. So I just want to express our heartfelt thanks to the director and the cast of The Music Never Stopped for advancing the music therapy profession in cinema. So to accept this award, I call on Dr. Connie Tomeno. She's here. Oh, here she comes. Okay, thank you, Connie. I'm also pleased this year to honor some of our long-standing and active members. Our first award category for member music therapists this year is the Award of Merit. The purpose of this award is to honor a member of AMTA who has contributed to the development of the profession in a unique and remarkable way. Nominees shall have made an outstanding contribution to the profession in more than one of the following areas: therapeutic practice, education, research, and service. Nominees must qualify in written or oral communication activities that promote his or her philosophy and contributions, as well as association activities at the regional and national level. I'm very pleased to announce that the 2011 Award of Merit is being presented to Mary Adamek of Iowa City, Iowa. Where is she? Okay. Mary's nominator wrote, "As far back as I can remember, Mary Adamek has held a high position in AMTA. After completing terms as president-elect, president, and past president, she currently is the treasurer of AMTA. She deserves special merit due to her conscientious leadership during this time of economic hardship. AMTA's finances are in good health due to her leadership, insight, attention to detail, and foresight. She also serves AMTA in her research capacity, having been a member of the editorial review boards of both the Journal of Music Therapy and Music Therapy Perspectives. She's published papers in high-quality peer-reviewed journals, written book chapters, and co-authored the very popular book, Music and Special Education, the proceeds of which go to AMTA as Dr. Adamek donated this intellectual property. She is a wonderful, inspirational, and humble model for aspiring leaders of the field and a wonderful colleague."
Thank you very much. I'm humbled by the award, and there's nothing better than recognition from your peers, so thank you very much.
Our next member award is a Research and Publication Award. The purpose of this award is to honor an AMTA member who has contributed to the development of the profession through research, scholarly activity, or creative products, resulting in advanced knowledge and development in the profession of music therapy. This year, there is a very deserving recipient of this honor, Dr. Kate Gefeller, also from Iowa City, Iowa. Please join me on stage. Where are you? Dr. Dr. Gefeller's nominator wrote that her name seems synonymous with research. A quick Google Scholar search of Gefeller and music will expediently show how active and productive a researcher she has been and continues to be. The list of citations and abstracts is seemingly endless and humbling. She's received grants from the National Institute of Health and the Office of Special Education and Research. When discussing music therapy and hearing impairments and cochlear implants, it is impossible not to mention her name. She's also the recipient of numerous awards at the University of Iowa, as well as co-author of the AMTA's Introduction to Music Therapy. Personally, Dr. Gefeller has been a wonderful colleague. She mentored the nominator, providing guidance concerning how to balance research, teaching, and life. Simply put, the field needs more people like Dr. Gefeller, an active and productive scholar and a wonderfully delightful human being. So please, again, I didn't write this, but I believe that. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Gefeller.
I am just such a fortunate person to have had opportunity after opportunity to work with wonderful colleagues like my colleague Mary Adamak, but so many of you here who have enriched my life, a whole carload of students who have constantly kept me on my toes and asked me probing questions that make me think, oh my, I don't know if we know that. I need to get to work. So I want to really thank my students for keeping me searching. I want to thank my fabulous colleagues, so many wonderful people here who are dedicated to what they do. My family, my mom, my husband. I'm a very fortunate person to have so many people who have enriched my life. And thank you for this honor. It feels great. Thanks.
Now, it's my great honor to present a well-deserved presidential award to Marilyn Sandness for her extraordinary committee leadership. Marilyn, please join me on stage. Come stand in the middle while I talk about you. As probably most of you know, Marilyn has served as chair of the AMTA Academic Program Approval Committee for 20 years, from 1992 to 2011. She's such a wealth of knowledge and expertise in this area, as well as important relationships cultivated over time. We hope and trust that she'll continue as chair emerita and consultant to this hardworking and productive committee. She's a role model to us all for how to stay active and involved in one's retirement. She's a professor emerita and former coordinator of the music therapy program at University of Dayton, where she developed the music therapy degree program in 1974. She has professional experience in public and private psychiatric hospitals, public schools, and a community mental health agency. In addition to her service with the APAC, her professional activities have included serving as the president of the Ohio Association for Music Therapy in the Great Lakes region. She's had numerous elected and appointed positions at state, regional, and national levels, including being a member of the AMTA Education and Training Advisory Board. Her publications include articles in music therapy perspectives, and she has presented at state, regional, national, and international conferences. In 1994, she received an honorary Life Member Award from the Great Lakes region, and in 1998, she received a Lifetime Achievement Award from AMTA. Marilyn, I can't thank you enough for all your service and contributions to the profession.
Well, thank you very much for this special award. It has been my privilege to serve as chair of the committee for 20 years. This work has been personally rewarding, and I have enjoyed the collegiality and support of all my music therapy extended family. This has been a team effort. I would like to express my sincere appreciation to all the members who have served on this committee for 20 years, as well as the professional staff, the Education and Training Advisory Board, numerous task forces, the Assembly of Delegates and Board of Directors, the National Association of Schools of Music, and most importantly, the academic program directors with whom I have collaborated on behalf of the committee. As Chair Emerita, I will continue in my consultative role to do all that I can to make a seamless transition with the new leadership of this important.
Okay, our next presidential award is to Cliff Madsen. However, I found out that he's in Bloomington, Indiana today. So I will just tell you that he should be back tomorrow, and we'll try to present this to him at the second business meeting. But it is an award also for extraordinary committee leadership, and it is for the research committee, and he served with them for 35 years as chair. So we can congratulate him further in person tomorrow. And now, it's my distinct pleasure to present a presidential award to one more person. This award goes to Dr. Olin Parker for being for being an outstanding supporter of the music therapy profession. He's a professor emeritus and associate director emeritus at the University of Georgia, and he came to that university in 1964 after teaching for 14 years in the public schools of Kansas and having served 6 years active duty with the U.S. Army. Although he was officially retired in 1992, he continues to teach psychology of music classes as needed, serve on doctoral and master's committees, direct individual studies, and supervise student teachers. His research activities, based mainly in psychoacoustics, have included about 50 publications in professional journals, as well as presentations, lectures, and clinics in 12 states and 10 foreign countries. He's a retired member of AMTA, and he was also the recipient of the 1996 Distinguished Career Award bestowed by the Georgia Music Educators Association. He's a very frequent attendee at our national and regional conferences. Not only is he the father of one of our esteemed music therapy leaders, Michelle Hairston, but he has impacted the lives and music therapy education of countless other of our colleagues. So if Dr. Parker has influenced you in any way, please stand and join me in applauding his support and commitment to our members and profession. Michelle told me to surprise you. Look at the Did you want to say anything or not? Pardon? Yes? Okay.
Wow. She keeps coming up with, I'm looking at Michelle Joy. Surprise is, I was just thinking a while ago that, and saying to a couple of you about, it's so exciting to come to music therapy conferences. I would have to tell you in every complimentary way that I could that this is the most exciting of about 8 conferences I've been attending each year through these last 15 years since my dear wife had become deceased, that I do make quite a bit out of taking in conferences of other professional organizations, and this is always the most exciting one. And I hope you many, many more successes as you continue to grow. And it was always my privilege to help start the music therapy program at University of Georgia, even though, but that I have to tell you is in my background. In the 1950s, under E. Thayer Gaston at the University of Kansas, all music educators, myself included, had to take all of the music therapy courses, even including abnormal psychology. And as a band and orchestra director, I didn't realize what that future portended. Thank you.
Well, that is a well-deserved award. And we gotcha. We surprised you. And now, the E. Thayer Gaston Award, speaking of E. Thayer Gaston, sponsored by AMTA in cooperation with the Student Affairs Advisory Board, awards outstanding student papers on any topic relevant to the music therapy profession. Papers using philosophical, historical, descriptive, or experimental modes of research are invited. So that's a lot of different ways of thinking. This year's award goes to Hannah Ivey for a paper entitled From Isolation to the World, Music Therapy Techniques to Aid Adult Psychiatric Patients. Hannah attends the University of Georgia, where Roy Kennedy is her advisor and mentor. Congratulations, Hannah, and if you're here, please come up to accept this award. Is she here? Do you see her? Okay, great. Now, there are numerous scholarships for professionals and students. For these, I'd like to have the recipients stand as your award and your name are called, and we'll call you to the stage at the conclusion of the award ceremony for your photo op and to receive your certificate. We begin with the Florence Tyson Award. In memory of Florence Tyson and established by Michael McGuire, the Florence Tyson Grant to study music psychotherapy is awarded to support professional music therapists in advanced training in music psychotherapy or related topics. The grant provides a professional music therapist with registration to attend conference and a continuing education program on a related topic. This year's award goes to Larissa McHugh from Yellow Springs, Ohio. Please stand and while we join in congratulating you. We have 3 Anne Emery Kylo scholarships this year, and Anne Emery Kylo was a registered and board-certified music therapist who worked actively until her untimely death in 1998 at the age of 35. This scholarship has been established in her memory by her family through the Denver Foundation to support professional music therapists in their efforts to expand their training and professional interactions through participation in continuing education opportunities. This year, cash awards go to the following 3 deserving music therapists: Julianne Paralisi, Natalie Mullis, and Michelle Sieben. Congratulations. The Christine Stevens MTBC Professional Development Scholarship has been established by Remo Incorporation in Christine's honor for her pioneering work and is offered through AMTA to support music therapy students in their efforts to expand their training in the use of percussion-based strategies through continuing ed opportunities with the research-based Health Rhythms Group Empowerment Drumming Program. 2 full tuition scholarships for this training, valued at $599 each, are awarded annually. And this year's recipients are Samuel Rogers Melnick and Jeffrey Wolf. So congratulations, gentlemen. The Kathy and Brian Smith Memorial Scholarship was established by AMTA member Alice Avigal and the Smith family in memory of Brian Smith, a young man who valued music in his life and died in a drug-related accident. This scholarship is for music therapy interns pursuing training in chemical dependency or in adolescent programs. 1 cash scholarship of $500 is available each year, and this year's recipient is Mary McNulty, so congratulations. After decades of watching the profession of music therapy grow from the early years to its present prominence, Mrs. Edwina Eustace Dick graciously donated funds to establish a scholarship program for music therapy interns. Scholarships of $500 are available each year. This year we have 3 recipients, Amy Foley, Kara Ryan, and Kayla Rudy. Congratulations. The Conference Scholar Awards go to 3 deserving music therapists this year. Each scholar receives $500 cash for conference expenses, free conference registration, and free participation in CMTE courses and institutes. It's a great membership perk, especially given the current economic situation. This year's scholars include Stephanie Bolton, Alana Seaton, and Maria Fay. So congratulations to these scholars. This year, AMTA past presidents have combined their efforts and resources to fund 2 additional Conference Scholar Awards for deserving music therapists. We're pleased and proud that the past presidents initiated and contributed to such an important program. This year's conference scholars include Kevin Bolton and Maria Ramey. Congratulations to both of you. This year, again, as part of our economic stimulus package, AMTA is able to sponsor scholarships, conference scholarships to students, and we are awarding 2 student conference scholarships to very deserving students. They are Jennifer Hastings from California and Stephanie Kosnick from New York. Well done, ladies, and congratulations. So now I'd like to invite all the students, interns, and professionals who have received the scholarships and awards to come to the stage for your photo op first and then to claim your certificates. And while they're coming up, I think all of them deserve a generous round of applause. So come on up.